What's up, guys? Welcome back to Average Billiards. I hope you're enjoying the new content. Today we're going to be doing a chalk review on some of the more common ones like Predator and Masters. And then we have our outliers like this Konllen chalk that I want to try out as well. I've tried them all, but I wanted to review against the new pure chalk for Predator as well as the older ones. So we're going to start off with Masters. I've had great success with Masters in the past. I've never had a problem with Masters, very similar to Diamond or Magic chalk. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wipe this down. I'm gonna give it some chalk. As you can see, let's see, here we go. So immediately with the Masters chalk, I'm noticing fast, equal, even coverage. It's a little messy, but as you can tell, completely covered my player cue. Now we're gonna do my DK jump cue for my fair cue. As you can see, it's sticking very well. I'm getting great coverage. It's a little messy, but that's Master's chalk. Great coverage. And now onto my break cue. This one's a hotter tip, so it usually has trouble getting chalk to stick to it. But I can never go wrong with Masters. Once again, great coverage on the Masters chalk. So we're going to wipe him down. We're going to give him another go. There we go. Okay, so Masters chalk plays great, covers well. Only downside is it does get a little messy, and you have to opt your things too well if you're playing in practice at home. Next one is Predator chalk, one of my favorites. Predator always gets good coverage. It's chalky, just like the Masters chalk. As you can see, it's actually covering better than the Masters chalk did. Great coverage. I've always been a fan of it. Onto the break jump cue. Yep, great coverage once again. One of my go-tos. And I like to have a powdery chalk when it comes to my harder tips because it covers better. And on my break cue. Once again, it's a harder tip, so I prefer chalk. So far, I would say the Masters chalk has been better for the harder tips, and the Predator chalk's been better for the softer tips. But once again, just like the Masters chalk, covers very well. Okay, now we're gonna try a chalk I got recently in Vegas, and I use it. And I really enjoy it. It's the Predator Pure Chalk, the new one they just came out with. I've been using it for about 3 weeks now, and I'm really enjoying it. I get great coverage on my player cue. It's a softer tip. It's a Zen Hybrid Max. As you can tell right away and immediately, this chalk covers extremely well. And you'll use less of it over time because it stays on longer. It's cleaner. It doesn't leave marks in the cue bar. It's definitely one of my favorites for player cues. However, I did run into a problem with Predator's new pure chalk. I'll be careful with this, is it does not cover hard tips. Now, I went to talk to the guy in Vegas, the one that was selling at the booth, and he was the rep for the company, and he showed me with this chalk how to chalk this cue, my jump cue. And as you can tell, the coverage isn't great. That's about as good as I can get with Predator's new pure chalk. Not what I want for my jump cue. My jump cue, I always like to have it completely covered with no bald spots. But as you can see, there's multiple bald spots on it. Same thing with the hard tip for my break cue. It's very difficult to get full coverage. And you're not going to go through it trying to. It'll take forever. But as you can see, not great coverage either. And I know that's where you're gonna say, oh, you need to chalk it longer. Okay, well, let's do it a little longer. As you can tell, the other chalk, Master Chalk, outperforms this chalk for harder chips. That's the coverage I got. Not very pretty, it's spotty, it's uneven, not what I'm happy about. So, now on to the final chalk, which I struggle to pronounce, but it's Konllen, however you want to pronounce it. This is how it's spelled. This is by far my favorite so far out of all of them, because when I was using Predator's new Pure Chalk, I was having to use this for my player cue, and I was having to use a completely different chalk for my jump and my break cue. Not ideal to have to use two different types of chalk to get the coverage that you want. So, I discovered this one recently, the Konllen chalk. And man, great coverage. It's only about $15. It's nanotechnology, so you're getting the same lifespan and coverage and durability as your top of the line chalks like the Pure Predator chalk. Let's give it a go. I wanted Terminate blue. I wouldn't say that's blue, it's more of a purple, but it's fine. As you can see, I got great coverage on my player cue. Fantastic coverage. It didn't take very long either. Okay, on to the jump cue. This one's very hard, and so it's really hard to get chalk to stick to. Let's see if it can outperform the Master competitor. Oh yeah. I can already see the difference in it compared to the Predator Pure Chalk. This outperforms the Predator Pure Chalk 10 to 1. Look at this coverage I'm getting. Not spotty at all. Oh yeah. It's just like it's crazy because it's performing like a chalky chalk, like Masters or Predators. But it's not super messy, and you get great coverage. Look at that coverage. I can't complain about that. Let's try the jump cue. Or the break cue, I mean. Yeah, once again, fantastic coverage. Yeah, so looking at these three, out of the chalks I tried, I would definitely say that the Konllen chalk is my go-to now. Only because it does everything that I want that Masters or Predator chalk will do. And you get full coverage on no matter the tip type. So hard and soft tips, great coverage. So, there you have it. The Konllen Nano Chalk technology takes the cake. It comes in multiple colors. And like I said, it's only $15, roughly $16 with taxes for one of these chalks. And the display case is phenomenal when it comes. I can't complain about that either. So definitely out of these, I would say my favorite is Predator, the Masters, just because they're just like classics. You can't go wrong with them, and you get great coverage. Only downside is you get chalk all over your pool table and all over your hands. But the Pure Predator chalk that Predator just came out with, it's also really good, but I have to use 2 different types of chalk just to use on my cues. I don't want to have to do Master Chalk for my hard tips and then the Predator Pure Chalk for my player cue. It just doesn't make sense. Then, finally, you have the Konllen, or Konllen. The Konllen, which we just saw, phenomenal coverage. I actually got to play with it before, and I really enjoyed it.